Once again, good afternoon, everybody. This is Ethan at Keonys Front, and thank you very much for attending this webinar. Today, I'm going to present a new application starter called CenitFlex Plus. All right. Okay, so if you are an educational establishment that needs to train others on different CAD or CAE platforms, or an international consulting or supplier or subcontractor or designer or even manufacturer company that needs to deal with several design or simulation products with customized environments and applications and licenses in different locations, then CenitFlex Plus Application Starter is the right choice for you. It will make it pretty much easier to match products, environments, licenses, locations, and even settings, and will ensure that the right person launches and works with the right software. All right, here you will gain huge amount of time and accuracy and will manage your products way smoother, cleaner, and with much more options. So let's just get into it. As you can see, this is the interface that you can see right here. Quick Start interface for your CAD applications. The interface of the application starter allows to manage and to use different CAD, CAE, or even other applications and their related environments in a standard way. It is compatible with many CAD CAE applications and licenses from different providers. Either it's Dassault System, it's Siemens, it's PTC, or whatever it is. It offers a clear structure and benefits a user-friendly interface. Before launching the application, the system performs a license confirmation for the selected configuration. That actually it saves time by avoiding reboots due to unavailable licenses. Imagine you launch CATIA for the first time. It will take some time for you to choose licenses from the list, and you have to reboot CATIA in order for that change to be effective. So you gain this time by using the application starter because the license is predefined and pre-configured into the base already. In CenitFlex Plus, pre-configured and standard environments ensure maximum compliance with the requirements of your customer's environments. In addition, only applications for which the user has an access right are displayed. So if a user has an access to use some special environments, like as you can see on the screen, BMW and some Cenit CATIA R2425s, he will just visualize these environments, not any other environment. So this will clear the misunderstanding of launching a not sophisticated or a not relevant CAD or CAE or another application for them. Do you need to go offline from a license server? Do you need to use your application outside of the network? So it's easy. With an integrated Go Offline feature, users can easily transfer all CAD applications and environments they need for their PC to use outside the local network. As you can see, that's the way that you choose an environment, you synchronize the environment with your server, and you will choose a license, you will extract the license, and then you will start using the application on an offline mode, on a local mode actually. The license function allows you to allocate your licenses to certain groups or users, or some maybe development sites, etc. The administrator rights also provide additional options for defining privileged access for certain users or groups, or some users depending on the application or environments. This ensures an optimal distribution of licenses and therefore a reduction of costs. So please note that pre-configured and standard vendor environments are available as an option and can be integrated seamlessly into existing applications and system environments. I will show you in the end of the presentation where you can find some OEM packages compiled and prepared by Cenit for you. So let's have a look at the interface itself. So when you launch Flex Plus, that's the window that pops up. You can simply modify the home page if you wish. You can change it. You can put your own company in the homepage, or you can have this Cenit homepage at your homepage. So users will simply have this view over the product they are authorized to use. They can choose from the environment list the license, the location, the application, such as QChecker, Enovia, PSA, whatever it is, the application or the CAA that goes with the application. They have the opportunity to choose the application and prepare a group and regroup an environment, the license, the location, the application all together and launch them once all together. So these choices could be either forced by the admin or the administrator, actually let's call it admin from now on, or optional for the user. So as you can see here, PSA standard is an application that is fixed, that has to be launched, and there are some other applications that the user has the possibility to select or deselect them. But remember, Flex Plus will always propose your last choice. If you don't need to change that, there is nothing left but to click on the Start button and launch the application and start using it. So the question might be, what does it look like in administration mode? What is the backbone of Flex Plus? You just need to get connected as an admin from the extras right up here. You will then have access to the backbone of Flex Plus. You can choose products by category, check installed releases, environments, CAA apps, licenses, locations, tools, variable. So whatever is a kind of label here, you can find them easily here and you can manage them in this view. This is also here that you can create new installation paths or modify them, manage users for offline licenses, and arrange products based on location, based on license permission, to groups or any other label that you want. So how does it look like, the dialog box in this application? To keep it simple, dialog boxes appear in a contextual menu. That's a right click wherever you want. So make a right click wherever you need, wherever there is an option or a label, and you will see all probable options for you. You can have any language that is offered by your operating system, as you can see in the first image, configured languages. So you can simply add a language that is actually in your operating system. You simply need to search for it. You can add labels such as locations, cities, I don't know, night shift, or whatever you wish. It's not just limited to location, license, and environment. You can add your own label to that. Authorizing users have never been easier before in the permission contextual menu. In front of every option or every label, you have permission options. So your operating system Active Directory that contains computers and users of your own P&O, people and organizations, is directly linked to find users or groups from the server and authorize or deny their access to certain applications. So you can also introduce tools and commands, such as, for example, me, I use cat shell or cat user settings. So you can use this tool label here, as you can see, to add up commands for further modifications directly via Flex Plus. Do you need to define a specific variable for your different product? Sure, there is a way, and that's right in the backbone in the administration mode. There is a menu for that where you can define, assign, and save variables. As you can see here, for example, for this V5 variable labels, I usually create some variables. You can create, for example, this famous variable DS licensing or DSLS config. You can assign it to a version of an environment or a product that is installed. You can add some, or you can assign some other labels as well, like the city, like the location, whatever it is, and you can give or authorize a group of people, a group of users, or simple users then. Then there are some values of 0 and 1, that means yes or no, true or false. So you can create for every kind of category of products, you can create and add variables. Variables are not limited to these products, and by the help of Cenit, for any product, you can introduce variables to your system. But how do we define an administrator or members? Very easy. That's in the left side menu here in the system roles. If you need to define an administrator for the platform and set a group of users to benefit offline licenses, well, system roles will let you authorize people. As I said before, with the link to Active Directory, you can simply search people to organize them the way that you need. And for those who have the right to extract a license to use it on offline mode, the procedure is optimized by defining the product and license to ensure their choice. So they will just see the environments that they are authorized. There is a synchronization button right here, and then they will see whatever is generally seen normally in CATIA to extract a license, and then a period of using it on offline mode. All right. Is it just CAD or CAE products that we can manage or manage their launch by this application starter? The answer is no. Any product can be integrated. For instance, add your Office to Flex Plus, and you can even launch an Office application like Microsoft Word from your starter. All right, that was just a very quick recap on the menus that you can have with this application starter, which is way smoother in order to be able to manage all your category of the products. But note that Cenit support cares so that in the back end at Cenit, they improve and create OEM complete and adaptable packages of different CAD providers with their relative CAAs updated at any time. So as you can see, that is the file transfer portal Xfer at Cenit. And in the folders, you can find the OEM packages updated with several different applications. As you can see them here, it is easy to find the application that you need. You simply need to download the application or the package, and by a simple click, you can install the application. So you don't need to install the golden version, the service pack later, and apply that and use the hotfix. Everything is grouped in one and only one package with the environment. And in order to recap, let me just show you a short video on how Flex Plus actually works. So remember, this is the interface for the user that you can see here. You can see a list of all the products. Normally for us are the CAD products, that you can see them all right. They're all grouped right here. So the user can visualize this regrouping icons here. They can choose simply an environment. What is the license that they search? They can choose their own license, the location of the server, what are the applications that need to be run with that package. They can choose it if they have the right to select or deselect it. And finally, there is nothing left but to click on the Start button. Remember, you have these tasks here, so any task that you launch, any environment that you launch, you can see it in your tasks right here. So you don't have to go to Windows Task Manager to visualize the tasks, or sometimes you have to terminate a task. You don't have to go there in order to terminate it. You have direct access to the tasks here. So as you can see, we launched an application right here. You can verify that that's exactly the version that you wanted with the service pack, with the hotfix that related to that environment that you regrouped right here. And as you can see, that's the task. So you can simply terminate the task using the task right here in the Flex Plus. There is another important things that I'm going to tell you. Yes, first of all, for using offline licenses, I told you this user is actually authorized. So from the extras, you choose Go Offline, and that's the window that pops up. You choose the environment, you do the synchronization, you choose the license, you define a period, and you extract the license. So this is actually what you gain from CATIA directly. You extract the file, you define a period. Okay, and the license is extracted for your use. Once doing that, even CenitFlex Plus goes in offline mode. So you can only see the environments that are in offline mode to be used here. All right, let's have a closer look to the administration mode right here. Maybe the configurations are the most important parts. For the other parts, I will show you in real time how it works. That seems like the environment for CATIA. So that's the offline path. You can have options or environment files for other categories of products right there. That is the system rules so that you can easily define an administrator. You can search a group of people or just a simple user on your database through your Active Directory like this. You can define tools like cat shell that are also some simple commands that will run right here. You can also define variables exactly like that. So in order to gain some time, I will stop this video right here. That is now repetitive to what I've presented to you. So let me just show you in real time what I have here. I just installed this application starter for myself here with one CATIA environment. So as you can see, I have not already defined an administrator. It doesn't matter. And I have only installed one CATIA. That's the homepage that you can see, and you can change it simply from the homepage here or from the options right here. If you need to install another category, just you need to activate it from here. If it is something for 3D experience or it's a Siemens category of stuff. So as you can see, I have nothing installed, so there's nothing to show. But if I switch into, let me show you first the user view. So the users normally see that. All the environments that they have access to, the licenses, or the other labels that could be location, city, night shift, etc. And the applications if there are any. And they simply need to click on this start button and you will see that will go fast and that will launch the application, all right, without showing any startup license menu or anything like that. So you can start working with exactly the same license that is mentioned here, that is an AL2. Okay, so let me switch to administration mode to show you. Yes, I need to close it because it wasn't in the right mode that I wanted. All right, now as you can see, this is checked. I'm in the administration mode. Whatever I need to do, if I'm going to do an installation, I need to click on the package, on the relevant package. Or if I need to do some configurations, that will be in the configuration menus here. Imagine I'm going to install, for example, a V6 category. I just need to activate this category. I just need then to choose a product that is a CATIA, maybe in 3D experience. And right here, by the use of the contextual menus, I can add some releases and I call it, I don't know, R2 or 422. You can define an installation path that could be C somewhere, I don't know, and I say okay. And by choosing that, you can see that you can manage the permissions. So you can simply permit a group of people, one user, you can deny some user, a user or some users, a group of people, or you can just permit it to everybody here, as you can see here. Later on, you can create the same way. You can create the environments. You can create applications, for example, I don't know, QChecker or whatever that goes with it, or Enovia or whatever that goes with that. So you can create an application with that, and you can make it optional or fixed in the beginning of the, or in launching the application, etc., etc. If you need to create a label, you have to come to the configurations and simply you choose this new label that have been created, and then you just need to create this label, you name it, you call it location, and that goes well. If you need to add another language, as I told you, you simply choose this and it will show you all the languages available on your operating system. You can choose any language that you want and you make a double click on that, and that's it crashed for me. It doesn't matter. So I just wanted to show you how it works, simply like that. All right, and maybe the last thing that I willing to show you is the file transfer portal here. You just need to connect yourself. You can simply search for the data, whatever it is, and you can download the packages or applications or whatever is necessary to do the installation or at any version that has already been released by the supplier, and you can simply do the installation the way that you want to do it. All right, thank you very much for your attention. So for me, I'm done.